Hi, boys and girls, and welcome back to Ancient Egypt Project. We're so excited. Miss Richards and I are so excited to see these projects. And speaking of that, today is a day where you will get your presentation template. You can have the chance to start on that today if you're ready. So first of all, though, I want to reiterate and remind you what you need to have in your presentation. This document right here, Directions 2021, is in your agenda. So you can see that and you can go over this if you need to. Boys and girls, take a look. You need a title page, title slide. You need to have all of your characteristics listed, and not just listed, but you need to talk about what is the general explanation of your characteristic. For example, if you had specialization and you're sitting at dinner with your grandma, and your grandma says, "What do you mean specialization? What are you talking about? Can you describe that to her?" Please put that in one of your slides. Also, you need to give a modern day example. That will help your grandma understand what is specialization when you give her some examples. Then, of course, we need to relate it to actually ancient Egypt. So please make sure that you give some examples for ancient Egypt and then explain that a bit as well. Those are your 2 slide descriptions per characteristic. So I'm going to show you the template here, and you will understand what I mean. So let's just pop over here, and this is shared with you today, so you can have this available to you. So I'm going to go up to the top, and you will see that this is the most plain, the most boring presentation template you've ever seen. And that's on purpose because we can't wait to see what you are going to do with it. So this is just to have you understand, since you're working in a group and you've had to divide up your characteristics, we want it to be equal and fair. So every characteristic gets 2 slides, and that way it makes it a little bit more even keeled and fair. So the first one is your title slide. Of course, you got your title and your group members. Maybe you want to add a picture of yourselves. Maybe you want to add some coloring. Maybe you want to add a picture of ancient Egypt. I don't know. Excited to find out. Then the second one is right here, development of cities, slide 1. And you can bet what the third one is. Development of cities, slide 2. And so you have nothing on these two but the reminder that you need to have 2 slides on the development of cities. You're going to erase that and then make this slide your own. This is just to tell you what to put here. You'll erase that. The fourth slide is social systems, slide 1. You'll erase that and put your information in for social systems. That makes sense, right? And so then you'll go on. Social systems, slide 2. You'll erase that part and you'll make this slide your own. You will be adding the information that you have from the guidelines right here, from the direction sheet. This is what you're putting into those 2 slides. However you want to, you need to add those to your slides. Okay, then it just goes down, right? Specialization, slide 1 and 2. Government and law, slides 1 and 2. And then religion and philosophy, slides 1 and 2, and so forth. Writing systems, technology, and then we get to the end and you need a conclusion. So somehow to let us know your project is over, and we will know that to not look for any more slides. You'll need to link your notes sheet onto this slide, please. You can just make this a link. You guys know how to do that. You can make that a link for your notes and then just put that document in there, embed that in there. And then, of course, you have to have your sources. Where did you get that information from? That you did not go to Egypt and find this stuff, so how did you get this information? Okay, several of those sources will be right from the page that Ms. Richardson and I shared with you and from your book, and that's fine, but just make sure to include those, please. So this is your template. It's boring. It's just the way for you to set it up so it's equal for every person in your group. Remember, this is the project example we shared with you from before. It has a title, it has the explanation, it has modern day examples, it has examples from Egypt, and a little bit of a description. This is one way to set up your slides, and then with pictures on another. You don't have to do it this way. It is one way to set up your slides for specialization. That's one example. And then, of course, that's the title page. In this case, Ancient Egypt, and then you can see the names on the bottom. Okay, boys and girls, I hope that you have a lot of fun today. Now let's just go over timing. So today's Monday, and you have the rest of the day today to work on this. You might not be done with your notes. You may have slacked a little bit over the weekend or gotten a little carried away on Friday. Okay, so kick it into gear today, get going today, and finish your notes or start this presentation. I'm not sure where you are, but then Tuesday you'll have a work day. And then Wednesday's at home, but you can work on this. You can do a Google Meet with your teammates. You can pull up your part of the project and add to it. Okay, so Wednesday's another work day, even though you're home. And then Thursday is your final in-school work day. At that point, have to be done with everything, with your notes, with your presentation, and you'll have to be ready to submit. We will give you until Friday morning just in case, oh my gosh, Lily forgot to turn her stuff in. So, okay, Friday morning, you talk about it in the hallway, you see each other outside, and then you submit on Friday morning when you come into your crew. And then that will be it for being on time, and we'll expect it to be turned in and submitted at that point. Boys and girls, we hope you're having fun learning about ancient Egypt. We hope that you're using your resources. You have got this document here, you've got your note taking document, and you've got now your presentation template that we've shared with you, so you know exactly what to add and where to add it, deleting that out and adding your fun, interesting information and backgrounds and pictures and information and so forth and on and on. Thank you very much for listening and have a great work day. See you soon.